these are Hello Kitties. This is the first Kinder Surprise egg I've had in about, I haven't had one since I was like, I don't know, I don't even remember the last one I had. These are actually illegal in America because Americans aren't allowed to sell any kind of candies, chocolates, anything like that that have toys inside of them to entice kids. Let's smash. Ah! Nope. Ah! Nope. Ah! Nope. If that didn't work, then I'm gonna be so surprised. Oh, it's broken. And here we have the alien egg. When I was little, these things were incredibly hard to open. Let's see how easy this one is. Yep, I was dog shit. Let's open it. Okay, we've got it open. I can see some pink. What the? That doesn't look like Hello Kitty to me. Okay, we've got some wings. Oh, I can see Hello Kitty. It's fine. Okay. What the? Oh, I see. Wait, she has a wand. Oh, that's so cool. She's like a fairy. She has a butterfly in her hair. Okay, I'm incredibly confused because she has these little notches on her, and this looks like it comes out, but I've tried with all my might to get this wand out, and I don't think it actually is supposed to come out, which is stupid. But you can take the wings on and off, and then all that stuff. And then I also found this. She's supposed to sit there. Yay! In the first clip that you saw was me unboxing the Kinder Surprise with the Hello Kitty in it, and that was today, okay? But I didn't vlog as in like this because I didn't look like this. I looked ratty. If you look in the dictionary for the definition of ratty, it would come up with the face I had today. It was just greasy and disgusting, and it was just foul. I just hated it. I think that's a really good accent. I think I dropped it. It's turning into Scottish. No! That's bloody stereotypical. I tried to be Australian then, but you'd think an Australian would know how to do an Australian accent, but obviously I don't. I've had this discussion many a time where I've just said, to me, I don't sound Australian. I sound probably more on the side of British. You can pick up some things that are Australian and some things are British and some that are mainly the biggest accent that I've picked up, because I don't think I sounded this British when I was younger, is from Cadis17. Like, she is probably the person that got me inspired to vlog. Like, just watching her life every single day and just seeing how, you know, she went along with her life. Why am I going senpai? Senpai, notice me. Seriously, what is with this? I'm blushing. So I just looked grotty and disgusting. So I just filmed that Kinder Surprise thing on a whim. But I enjoyed opening it so much and seeing the little Hello Kitty inside. I think I have a new obsession. I don't know if I explained it on the vlogs, but for the last week and a half or so, I have been watching all of the Red Dwarf series, like every single episode, and I'm up to season 8, episode 4, but I've also seen the rest of it. So I've seen from 1 to 8, but I didn't start with 1, I started with, what was it? I think I might start with season 10, I'm not quite sure. And then there was season 9 that I went back and watched. So I watched 10, then 9, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Not 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Back last week, I decided to look up all the characters. Craig Charles, who plays Twister. I found Craig Charles, who plays Lister. Debbie John Jules, who plays Cat, and Robert Llewellyn, who plays Crichton. I found, like, Robert Llewellyn's Twitter really interesting because he's really, you know, intelligent, you know. Not saying that Daniel Craig aren't intelligent either. They're all quite, you know, smarts. Yeah, because I had also found Robert's Carpool series, which had, you know, just him driving around in smart cars interviewing people like Tim Minchin, the Red Dwarf cast, like all these different comedians, like Ross Noble and all that stuff, and I just found it really interesting. And I was driving around here the other day and I found a street name called Llewellyn. I was just like, oh my god, it's for Barb. It's Barb Street. And I actually tweeted him and he tweeted me back. So at the moment it's about 2:15 over in Britain at the moment. And Robert is about to do a question and answer. So I'm going to try and think of a relevant question because I think he's doing a question and answer for his book, which I only just found out that he wrote books. It's in the last of the trilogy. So I think if I'm going to ask him a question, probably I want to try and relate at least one question to his book because I don't know anything about it. So I'd probably ask him to describe what it's about for someone who's only just heard about it. Because I have absolutely no idea what it's about. I think it's science fiction as well. I don't know, I'm one of those people that I feel like, famous people that are famous for like one specific thing. Like, I'm not saying that he's not famous for other things. It happens a lot with singers that start off in bands and then go solo. Like, as soon as they enter a solo career, they, like, sometimes they don't even get acknowledged as a solo artist. They only get acknowledged from like their previous careers. Like P. Gabriel constantly still gets like asked Genesis questions. To me, I just find that I know how they react when they get asked those sorts of questions. It's just like, oh my god, really, another one of those questions? Can't you just let it go? I do other things, you know. And that's just how I see people. It'd be like, oh, I just Yeah, the question and answer last night was so funny and so good. I had so much fun, even though it wasn't actually me questioning and answering it. Robert actually answered a few of my questions, and I think he answered like 2 or 3 or more on Periscope, which is so good. And he actually did a Crichton impression for me because he was using a selfie stick, and he was just like talking about it. And somebody said that in the show, because Crichton's a robot, and he has a groinal attachment system where he can like vacuum and stuff. I know, it's pretty funny. And somebody said he should make a selfie stick attachment for it. I was like, oh my god. So I was just like, oh, can you do an infomercial as Crichton trying to sell the selfie stick? And he actually did it. Neither of my parents are really, you know, fangirl people. Like, I'm not necessarily fangirling over him answering my questions. It's just, you know, he's a very intelligent person, very interesting, and I was just like, oh, you're on TV. Hello. I don't know how much footage I've got for this week. I might have a lot, I might have a little. I always seem to think that I've got a lot less than I actually do. It's about... I honestly don't know. It's probably around about 1:32 maybe. I've just been chillaxing because I actually woke up not early, but it was earlier than usual. Like, I woke up at around about 10:30. I don't know why. Because in July, that's when the 2-year vlogging anniversary is on. I'm not going to be here. I'm going to be up at Mum's. I'm going to be helping her with some of the jobs that she does, and I'm going to get paid for it, which is pretty cool. It's going to be an actual amount of money, so I'm actually looking on... I actually have a lot of ideas with what I'm going to do with it, because it's a fair amount of money. It's more than I have probably ever received in any job at once. Like, I've never held more than $200 at once in my whole life. But the problem is, on the 19th of July, that's when the vlogging anniversary is. So for 2 years, I probably still will do something on that day. Like, you know, maybe get a cupcake or something. I'll get the party poppers again and do the sexy butt dance. But I won't be able to celebrate with any of my friends because obviously I'm going up to Mum's for a whole month. It's the longest time I've ever spent with my mum, my whole life basically, besides when obviously my parents were still together, obviously. And it's the longest time I've ever spent without both of my brothers. Like, I've spent obviously the last 5 months without Josh, but I haven't been that separated from my brother in my whole life, my younger brother, so it's going to be a weird thing. So when it's the 2-year anniversary, it's going to be vlog 104, I think, right about that. It might be less than 104, but technically it should be 104. Even though I have missed a few vlogs, like 2 or 3 or maybe 3 or 4, I have vlogged every single week for the last 2 years. Like, even if I haven't uploaded it, or I've lost footage, or like I just haven't felt like uploading a vlog. Shut up, train! I haven't said that in ages. Actually, it's a tram, not a train. Even if I haven't got 104 vlogs, I've vlogged every single week for the last 2 years. And that is crazy. I don't think anyone that I know personally. What I was waffling on about, so it's 104 vlogs on the 19th of July, but a month before that is 100 vlogs. I'm thinking maybe next month we could, like, I don't know, it probably won't be able to happen because a lot of my friends are at uni now, and like Emily's at uni, I'm pretty sure Patrick's at uni, Kia's doing dance, like all the people that were in my life in the vlogs are basically at university now. And it's also around Patrick's birthday. Patrick's birthday is on the 16th. I doubt, you know, just because I haven't spoken to him in like 7 months, I doubt he'll come out and be like, oh boy, let's go out and do something, yeah. Yeah, that's just not gonna happen. I don't think he'll come out at all. But, you know, he could say yes. Anyone could say yes. And it's on a Friday, so even if we left it till the next day, because then my friends have a better chance of coming out and doing things. It would be so good to see all my friends again, because I know how much 7 months can change a person. Obviously, because for the last 7 years, basically I haven't been able to see my mum between the time of January up until June, so I usually spend like 6 months apart from my mum, like every single year. I know this is probably bias in my mind, but especially Patrick, I'd like to see him sometime soon, just to make sure he hasn't died or anything, and plus it's his 18th birthday this year. Isn't that strange to think that I was vlogging the year I was actually doing unofficial vlogs that were one takers that went for like 10 minutes on my main channel, and I vlogged, like the very first vlog that I put up was the day before Patrick's 14th birthday. So I've known him since he was 13 years old, and he's 18 this year. Holy fuck. I couldn't remember how old I am sometimes. So I'm 19 this year. 19! Oh yeah! Being 18 hasn't really been all that bad. Being 17 was absolutely shit. I hated being 17. Like, I'm just gonna wipe out being 17 for my whole freaking life. 18 hasn't been all that bad. It's just been very lonely. Let's drop the phone on my face! I look a little bit terrible at the moment, so I'm not going to show you my face, but I'd just like to show you what I'm planning on making. This is called a granny strawberry, and I've never made a granny I've never made a granny square before, which is what usually looks like this, but it's square, but this one's obviously a strawberry. So I'm going to attempt to make one. That looks yellow. That is not yellow, that is pink. See? And it's going yellow again. That is pink, not yellow. And then I've also got green. So I'm going to make a granny strawberry. Okay, stuff this. I have absolutely no idea what half of this stuff means.